Hello and welcome to the first ever edition of Canter Banter, our monthly look at all the news and action in the world of British show jumping. Tonight we come to you from the Birmingham Metropole Hotel. It's the British Showjumping Awards. More about that later in the programme when we bring you the highlights. We're also going to be taking a look at the senior premiere show from Unix Towerlands, looking ahead to the European trials in April, and also lots of rider profiles and news. Joining me though is Ellen Whittaker. Ellen, it's a wonderful evening for British Showjumping.
It's a fantastic evening for British Showjumping. I think it brings everybody together, which isn't always done. A lot of people are on the international circuit and on the national circuit and don't get to see that much of each other. So it's great that there's different awards for all different levels of in the sport. So it's fantastic. I think everybody, especially at this time, it's at the eve of the British Open as well. So it's a great opportunity for everybody to get together.
Well, have fun, Ellen. A wonderful evening. And before we go to those awards, we're also going to bring you another one. It's the BSJA Showjumper of the Month. The BSJA Showjumper of the Month, co-sponsored by Gatrix and Zaymar, is Tim Stockdale for February 2008. The panel of judges felt that Tim and Fresh Direct Corlato's second in the Grand Prix in Vigo and his third place in the World Cup qualifier in Bordeaux made him a very worthy winner. The award was presented by Nikki and Patrick Riley from Zaymar.
It's fabulous. We've had a wonderful start to the season internationally, and Corlato, she's been jumping out of her skin. To qualify for the World Cup finals it's an ambition and a dream of mine. It's a pity it's an Olympic year because that might mean that we have to choose one or the other, but let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
This month, our action comes from Unix Towerlands. It's an opportunity to bring on younger horses and give them the experience of a top premier show.
The reason why I'm here today at Towerlands is because we've got to bring the other horses on as well. This is where Corlato learnt her trade, as it were, so that's what we're doing here. It's been a valuable 3 days jumping, and culminating today in a lot of the finals. This competition, for instance, I've got two younger horses, but they need to learn and have an education at horse shows, and this is a perfect venue to do that.
In the Amtrust Equine Insurance Small Grand Prix qualifier, Tim brought Roland II into 14th place and finished with a clear round. It's a horse he's had since a 4-year-old, certainly now up in the top 2 or 3 of his string, and it's certainly a horse with a very big future. Class was won by Ireland's Shane Breen on Leon da Vinci. And in the BSJ Winter Grade C qualifier for future superstars as well, Keith Shaw took first place on Pauline Wakefield's Huntingdon Squire. The main class here at Unix Towerlands being the Winter A and B qualifier. Coming into Towerlands, 4 riders sat at the top of the Winter A and B points table. One of them, Helen Treadwell, winner earlier in the year at Addington on the diminutive Opportunity B.
About 6 years ago, I bought her from Tim Stockdale after spotting her in the collecting ring with one of his stable jockeys.
A super careful little horse, this, and she rides it absolutely magnificently.
I just thought she was going to be a nice horse, fun horse, jump lots of clear rounds, and she just kept improving, and we got qualified for the Fox Centre final and won that. And then the next year I thought we'd try a few county shows, small classes, did the odd trial, had a second in a trial my first year, and then did more of them the next year, and won the points list, won 5 trials I think that year, and just carried on from there. Good horses are hard to come by, and I found her. She wasn't everyone's cup of tea. A lot of other people tried her, didn't want her, and I couldn't get rid of her. She owes me nothing. We just gel together. She's only about 16 hands, which is actually bigger than what most people think she is, but she's very short-coupled, a way of going, just short canter, bouncy canter. She's just very powerful in her canter, so although she's only short, I can add an extra stride very easily. So if I add it early, then I can come forward again. I don't find it a disadvantage, to be honest. She's She's very laid back, doesn't actually give you much at home, lazy and that, but when she gets to a show, especially a big show as she's got older, she loves getting in the ring, big crowd, loves the attention. She gets there and puts her heart into it and flings over the fences normally. She's such a winner as well, she's not just a good jumper, she wants to win. She loves winning.
So let's pick up the action then with Helen Treadwell in the jump-off. This is the 5th event in the BSJ Winter A and B Premier Grand Prix Series. And a good finish here could put her at the top of the leaderboard. It's a combination, always very quick in the jump-off. And as Helen said, she can make all the adjustments she needs. Unfortunately, just a little close there meant she had a pole down, but short of post a very quick time. Some big spreads, very big fences in this final round, the course set by Dave Conway. And some excellent combinations through to chase those final points. Just coming down to the last fence, and quite certainly does put in a good time, just the one fence down, 33.57 from Helen Treadwell, opportunity B. Keith Shaw was also a part of that jump-off. Keith, a past member of the British team in the Samsung Super League Series, produced a very good horse called Magic Max that he jumped right up to the top level. He's also seen in the hunting field on many occasions, based up in Cheshire. And in fact, this is one he's been taking hunting recently. It is Rowena Gredley's Tockland, normally ridden by Tim Gredley. Tim on duties out in Spain, jumping on the Sunshine Tour. Tim, who's qualified for the Under-23 Championship that's upcoming, and also the A and B Grand Prix finals already. Keith, who's also very active as a trainer, training Katie Astle amongst his pupils. And he's a rider who's always very quick against the clock. He's one you'll see on the county circuit throughout the year. Great supporter of that. Just the one fence to go. And a good round from Keith Shaw. Clear round from him and a very good time. 33.34 puts him right in the shake-up for this A&B Grand Prix here at Towerlands. Young rider Ryan Prater will also come forward with his challenge. Silver medal for him previously at the Young Rider Europeans, and that'll be very much his focus for the year. In 2007 was a very consistent performer on the new Renault series across the county circuit on his string. Currently lying second in the Young Rider ranking list, and in 2007 actually finished in the top 10 in the Winter A&B final when that took place at the British Open Championship. So looking to go a little further up the table again this year and try and qualify. This very good grey of his always responds to his every call. Just the one fence to go for Ryan. It's a good clear round. It's not the quickest, 35.55, but will certainly put him in the top few. Gemma Plumley, also another of the young riders in this class. Team gold for her last year at the Young Rider European Championships and individual bronze. From Chepstow in Wales, very consistent performer throughout 2007, including big wins in the young rider classes at the Royal Windsor Show in the shadow of Windsor Castle. She's from a family steeped in show jumping history. Mother was part of the Olympic Games with a horse called Moxie, one of the youngest ladies ever to compete at the Games. Father, a professional footballer in his day, and they're all part of the support team that bring her to all the championships around the world. She has a very good string of horses. It's one of the younger ones, Lutine de Chamois. Her top horse at the moment, Continue B, that was the one she took to the Europeans in 2007, and that will be very much her goal for 2008. So a good clear round posted by Gemma Plumley. Anthony Condon also involved in this jump-off. Anthony, who in fact rides for Ireland, based with Irish rider Billy Toomey. They're in fact in Cheshire, and this one of Billy Toomey's ride he's going to be bringing forward. Winnie Jackson. It's a previous ride for Billy at the Nations Cup level. It's a horse that came through the Fox Hunter Championship, and Anthony himself Finished second in that. A little bit of indecision after the first fence. Just looking at which side of the flowers he's going to go. Needs to keep the communication with the horse, so they're absolutely sure where they're going as well. And Anthony proving a very capable stable jockey for Billy. Good team working up there in Cheshire for Eddie and Sue Davis. Decides which way he's going this time, comes inside the flowers. Just the two left on the course. One left to go now for Anthony Condon. Jumps that well, finishes with a clear round. His time at 36.39. Another Cheshire-based rider now, but in fact originally from Wales, Andrew Davis. He's been 15 times a member of the British team. Has had some super rides over the years, including Captain Wellington for Hugh Jones and Limbo. Andrew brings forward a fairly new ride to his string, a horse called Perth, owned by the Edwardses. They're in fact based in Wales as well. And a very good supporting team for him. They come and give all the encouragement he needs at many of their shows. And you can see from the early part of Andrew's round, the hands are working hard. He's looking to get very quickly round this course if he can. Over the big spread, looking to try and catch Keith Shaw's time of 33.34. Inside the flowers, looking to shave off all the distance he can off this course. Just the last fence to go for Andrew. Jumps it well, and it's a very good round from him. Clear round, and the time is good enough. 33.14 to put Andrew in top spot with Perth. Confirmation then of the final result. It's a win for Andrew Davis with Perth. Second place, as we saw, going to Keith Shaw, and young rider Ryan Prater in third. All the double clears as well, qualifying for the Easy Bed BSJ Scope Festival, the national championships that take place for a week long in September up at Stafford.
I'd seen quite a few go, and then, you know, it was quite demanding. There was a few tight turns there. The spread at the top there, the butterfly fence, it was a big spread there, and saw a few come to grief at that. So basically I just had to try and make up as much ground everywhere else so I could give myself a little bit of room around that corner to jump that, really. It's expensive, you know, when you're bringing those young horses on, but when you get a result like that, it seems all worthwhile.
So there we have confirmation of the series points. Ryan Prater tops the table, 1 point clear from Helen Treadwell, and a total of 20 qualifying for the final at the British Open. Our rider profile this month is 18-year-old Daniel Nielsen. In 2006, he took the individual gold medal at the Pony European Championships and team gold on Micklow Madness, and won the individual silver at the European Junior Championships the following year. Is currently the Accenture Young Showjumper of the Year, and recently took a new ride to Grand Prix success at Le Touquet in France.
Probably when I was about 12, I think, I got seriously into show jumping. Like, it was always a hobby to me, and then I got quite serious with I had a good 148 pony, and I was selected for the European team, and that's when I really thought, you know, could I make a career of this, and started to think more seriously about it. I've always been quite sporty at school. Boxing was one of the main other sports that I had. I probably would have carried on doing that more seriously if I hadn't gone down the path of show jumping. I like to play football. I was big into that. I played county level football when I was at school, and basically just listen to music and just chill out whenever I can. I'm a bit of a hip hop R&B fan, so it would probably be along the lines of Jay-Z. An artist like that would probably be a favourite artist. I always used to joke with my mum and dad, saying they used to say to me, "Oh, well, you can do what you want when you're 16. You can leave home if you want," jokingly, and actually I did leave home at 16, which was a bit of shock for them, you know. Just currently moved down to Essex. I've been there about a year now. I've had a lot of help from sponsorship. I've been very lucky on that side. And also owners are crucial. I'm very lucky that a few owners have come to me and said, you know, we'd like to help you and support you. So a lot of the time they do approach you, but sometimes you have to go out looking. It's basically a 24/7 job. I'm on the yard every day. It's just, you always come home from a show, you rest that string of horses, and you get to work on your other horses that have been left for the week. When the bell goes, you know, and you're in the ring, we are really competitive. I mean, we're out to beat each other, but I mean, it's fairly good. After the class, you know, we can shake hands and we can chill out together.
Joining me here at the ball is Daniel Nielsen. Daniel, it's been an amazing 18 months.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, we've had a lot of success. Silver individual at the championships, picked for the European team, and various other wins like the Young Showjumper at Olympia. We've had a lot of success.
Well, Daniel, you're up for an award tonight. Very good luck with that one. Let's catch up with all of those nominees and winners tonight. The host is Nick Brooks-Ward.
We're going to come towards the first of our 10 awards. It is the best up-and-coming pony rider for 2008.
Jim Smith.
The next award is for the best up-and-coming rider for 2008, aged between 13 to 21.
And the winner is William Whittaker.
And we come now to the Breeders' Award.
The winner is Charlie Edwards.
Charlie Edwards, many, many congratulations.
Winner is Addington Manor.
Addington Manor. The Members' Personality of the Year.
The winner is Jeff Bellington.
Any questions?
No.
See you, Nick.
Bye, Jeff.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Billington. Come now to the Riders' Rider of the Year. This is voted for by the top 100 riders on British Showjumping's ranking list. It is the one that they all want to win because it's voted for by their peers.
And the winner is John Whittaker.
John Whittaker.
No, it's a great honour. I mean, yeah, it's fantastic to be, you know, voted by people you're jumping against every week. But one thing does worry me a little bit. I wonder how many actually did vote.
United Kingdom Accredited Coach of 2007.
And the winner is Corinne Bratton.
The area trials is where it all begins.
And the winner is Caroline Webley, Barrister QC.
The International Horse and Rider Combination of 2007.
The winner is John Whittaker of Peppermill.
John Whittaker and Becky Stones' Peppermill.
I feel this year could be my year for the Olympics. You know, he's 11-year-old, he's got experience. You know, it feels right.
It is for the lifetime achievement and services to Showjumping.
The very deserved winner of this section is Douglas Bunn.
Let's have a look at some of the marvellous pictures as we salute Douglas Bunn.
Many thanks, sir. It's been a very great pleasure to be here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lifetime achievement and services to Showjumping is the Master of Hickstead, Douglas Bunn. So that concludes the awards. Don't forget the tombola, the sign of...
We've just seen all those winners, but we're looking ahead to next month's action. That's coming from the European trials at Wales and West. The Wales and West Showground, just down the road from Chepstow in Wales, is home to the Broom family, who are playing host to the European trials. It's here that the European squad will be selected for both the under-18s and under-21s. 3 days of jumping with a Nations Cup team format on day 2.
The European trials, I went to them last year, had a pretty good show. Basically for me, I've got to go be consistent throughout the 3 days and carry it on like that throughout then the season to the European teams.
You need the experience internationally as well as doing, you know, our national shows. You do need that international experience because when you get to the Europeans, it's a different ball game compared to national classes.
And with a wild card place available for the highest placed British rider, even those that are using the event as an opportunity to gain experience may find themselves riding with the European elites.
To actually jump the trials is going to be a good experience for me because I've not done them before, so actually I won't be going for the team I don't think this year, but to get the chance to see what you need to do to jump on the team and compete against the people who are going to go to the Europeans and jump on the team just gives me that bit of experience and a bit of encouragement.
We all like to jump for our country, that's what we do the sport for. There's nothing more important. So work hard, head at Europeans and we'll be winning.
Joining me, I've got Corinne Bracken and Mike Florence. We're looking forward to some days full of top competition with some very specific aims, aren't we?
Yes, we're there to identify the talent of the riders. Some of them have already made it, some of them are going to be medal winners. Some haven't quite made it yet and they'll need a little bit of focus on where they've got to go and what they've got to do. And also some of the younger ones that will start to produce this year, ready for next year.
And Mike, you are the chef to keep. You've got the job of looking after the teams.
Well, sort of. Corinne looks after the ladies and I look after the lads, but together we work. It worked quite well. It's very important, these trials. People don't realise how important they are. They have to peak at a certain time and there'll be lots of highs, lots of lows, lots of tears, lots of laughing. I'm sure it'll be a success again this year.
Loads to look forward to. Thank you both of you. Once again, the Top Class Show Jumping Series, sponsored by Renault UK, will take place at 10 of the largest county shows this summer. Starting at Balmoral in Northern Ireland on the 15th of May, each class will offer a £7,500 prize fund. And the highest placed horse rider combination at the end of the series will be awarded a new 4x4. The series won by William Funnell in 2007, with Ryan Prater pipped to the post in second.
That series for us is fantastic. It's spread across the county show circuit, so it gives us riders a good, consistent quality class to jump, which gets a good group of competitors every time.
And I'm joined by last year's winner of the Renault series, Will Funnell. I presume this will be part of your programme for 2008?
Definitely. No, we'll, you know, it's a lovely prize at the end of it. And I heard for 2008 there's a 4x4 this year, so I should be all guns blazing trying to get that one.
Julie Montgomery from Renault UK joins me. Julie, it's great to see the series expand in 2008.
Yeah, we had a great year last year. It was a great opportunity to showcase our product, and this year we hope to build on that. We've got 10 events this year, so it should be really good.
And with all the county shows you visit, it's a great opportunity for Renault.
It is, yeah. As I say, we can showcase our product. We've got lots of cars and vans in our range, but this year in particular we want to show off our new 4x4 we've got launching in the summer, which is the Renault Koleos 4x4 crossover.
Well, that's going to the winner, so we've got lots to look forward to come in the Renault series. That's all going to be part of Canter Banter over the next few months. But for now, that's it for this month. Join us next.